Hi guys, I'm back again. So we are going to do the question answers. Okay, I'll just discuss with you and then I'll put this up on the website so that you get this information. So just excuse me because I changed my glasses and I put my glasses right because it affects my eyes, because the camera is in front of me and that light always hits my eyes. So I just you will see the reflection sometimes of the camera of the screen in my eyes. So that disturbs me a lot. Bad eyes. So no problem. So we'll start with the question answers and let's go ahead with it. So we'll start with the short answers first of all, or do you want the long answers? So we'll do it whichever one comes first. The short answers first. Like the first question is, which century marked the beginning of the medieval period and why? The 18th century is generally taken as the beginning because society, economy, polity, religion, and culture underwent many changes during this century. Got it? What do you understand by the term Indian culture emerged in medieval India? The coming of Muslims led to the growth of a mixture of culture. There was interaction between North and South India, between the Hindus and Muslims. The cultural exchanges led to the growth of culture that was above regional and caste differences. It was an Indian culture. I gave you this explanation just now in the last video. So I guess my notes are matching with your answers also. Okay, cool. So why are coins and inscriptions important for the study of the medieval period? It's there in your book, the same question I guess. And answer is coins. Coins are important for study as it tells. So this is for especially for Sonali. She had posted a message on the group. Sorry, you don't have the right book. So now we are on the same page, Sonali, don't worry. So here are the questions, so you can go ahead and you're doing good. Keep it up. You are the only guy or the only student who gave me feedback. Thank you so much for it. Thank you so much. So coins are important for study as it tells us about the reigning periods of kings and gives us dates of important political events. It tells us about the economy of the kingdom and trade with other regions. Okay. Inscriptions are useful source of history because they record royal proclamations, religious instructions and gifts given by rulers to temples and villages. Inscriptions tell us about the important events of the king's life, about the people of a particular time, and even narrates the achievement of the king. Tiger, this is for you also. Tiger and Cheetah, both of you. Answers are there. Keep to these answers. If you want to add something more to it, please do go ahead and add it. If you like, if you want to add to it for your betterment, so you can go ahead. I have got no problems. So I guess Cheetah won't add because he tries to do that shortcut thing. But Tiger, if you add, make sure you do add, and both of you can share it together and share it with all others, those who you are in touch with. That will be really great. So good for you, all of you. The next question is, who wrote Prithvi Raj Raso? What does it tell us about? This is a short type of answer. We have been doing this before also. Prithvi Raj Raso was written by Chand Bardai. As I told you, it describes the life and adventure of the Chauhan ruler, Prithvi Raj Chauhan. Now you can give 1 point. What it explains about the exploitation or the exploits, how it was done. It was given in the book. You can do that. So we'll come back to the long answers. So don't think I'm going to put it up for you right now. I'm just discussing everything. I won't put it up for you. Okay, I want you to first do it, and after that I'm going to give it to you so that I'll give it in the time, I'll make sure that you got. I'm going to give you a date for your homework. So before that you have to complete it. And when I upload this file, then only you can correct it and put it down in your fair copy or whatever copy. I've got no forcing for you that you have to do it in your fair copy. Only if you have got a fair copy, you'll do it. Or even if you do it on a page for me, not a problem, because lockdown is going on and I understand everyone is in problem. So the whole world is in problem. So I just can't go and tell you to do it in your fair copy. Okay. So, and if you have the right answer written on your hand also, I'll do a correction and sign it there. And you can go and put your hand, print on your copy, and it will be done. Okay, that was just a joke. So what did Hindustan stand for in the medieval time? We have discussed this earlier. Hindustan, the Persian Hindustan, and the Latin India are both derived from the old Persian term Hindu. Hindu is Persian in for Sindhu, the name for the Indus River, ancient Sanskrit. Thus Hindustan is the land beyond the Indus. What are the major historical developments during the period? The period saw major technological advances, including the adoption of gunpowder, the invention of vertical windmills, straight windmills, spectacles, mechanical clocks, greatly improved water mills, building techniques, Gothic architecture, medieval castles, and agriculture in general three-field crop rotation. This is the total change historical during the medieval period. It's not about India only, it's a total thing. So if you give this total thing, that's going to be a good, you will get a scoration of marks. But if you want to add from the book, also you can add as per your satisfaction. But if you add it to this answer, it's going to look good. List some important chronicles available for the study of the medieval period. What are those chronicles? A chronicle is a record. First we must try to explain what is a chronicle. Chronicle is a record of the rule of kings and life at court. Some important chronicles of the medieval period are, you make your answer like this. I always tell you, if you give the right explanation, marks will come like that. Raj Tarangini by Kalhana is a history of the kings of Kashmir. Tariq-e-Firozi Shahi by Ziauddin Barani, which describes the history of sultans of Delhi till the reign of Firoz Shah Tughlaq, I have told you. Kaizanul Futu and Tulaknama by Amir Khusro, dealing with the reign of Khaljis and Tughlaqs. Clear. How are travelogues important? Literary source. Many foreign travelers visited India during the medieval period, and many foreign travelers visited India during the medieval period. Their travelogues give us a lot of information about the place they visited and the people they met. Their writing and letters are very valuable source of reconstructing the history of the medieval period. Some of the well-known visitors who wrote travelogues are Al-Baruni, who came from Central Asia, Abdur Razak, who was sent by the rule of Persia to the kingdom of Vijayanagar, Ibn Battuta, who wrote the Rihla, are a few to name. Okay, done. If you want to add more to it, please do go ahead and add it. Question. In our information about the medieval period is much more than the ancient period. Explain. Information about the medieval period is much more because the books written in the medieval period are available. Written sources we get. The monuments still stand which tell us about the period. Clear. If you want to add, again I am telling you, please do go ahead and add. I have got not a problem. There is no problem in it. History, as much as you write, it's good for you. I also want to see what you are going to add. It's going to give a plus point to your IQs. Who was considered a foreigner in the past? In past medieval period, foreigners referred to any person who was not a part of the same society or culture. For example, a city dweller might regard a forest dweller as a foreigner, but two peasants living in the same village were not foreigners to each other, even though they belonged to different castes or religions or backgrounds. But you are staying in a forest and you are coming to the city, so you are a foreigner. But here nowadays we say foreigners who's coming from another country or land where he is dwelling. List of some technological changes associated with this period. In the 1000 years between 700 to 750, 700 to 1750, there occurred large variety of technological changes impacting social, economical, political, cultural changes. Prominent technological developments were Persian wheel in irrigation, spinning wheel in weaving, firearms for combat, new food beverages like potato, corn, chili, tea and coffee. Done, guys. So this is done for you, and I'll not post it right now. Don't worry, I want you to write, and you got the gist of it. You understood what I was wanting on the answers, and that's the CPSC curriculum. That's the NCERT type of answers I have shared with you. That's how it goes. So as I have been in the past and I've seen with you how it goes about, so I'm giving you answers like that. So it won't be too heavy for you. So don't worry, it's not going to be heavy at all. So it's history like that. So what I'm going to say is, go on to the TV when you get free time, listen to radio, listen to some songs, refresh your brain, get into some games, do some exercise, do some push-ups, every day do 10 push-ups or 30 push-ups, get some muscles on your body, you'll be fit and you'll look good. And this is especially for Ayush, do some bodybuilding, you're too thin. And rest of you carry on with your good work and have fun also. And I want to tell Sonali, awesome painting you showed me, and I was wanting to put it up on the website, but you didn't send me a recording of it. Please, if you can just send a recording of it from all sides with your phone camera and send me that recording. I'm going to upload it for you, and it's a very beautiful painting. I have uploaded it on the website, so all the children of the school will be able to see it, those who click on that. And even if you know some other guys who are watching it, so you just tell them to go and click it on it. I've written it, the picture drawn by, painting by Sonali Ranjan, class 7. So that's there for you guys and all. And enjoy, do your studies, make your routine as I told you, follow that, and let's get to, I'll be meeting you very soon. I hope this COVID-19 finishes and we'll meet soon. And even if it takes time, so I am here, so we'll go through it. I was just waiting for the books to come in, so the books have come in, so now we can take a little bit of pace, but as in only when you will get ready and I'll explain everything and I'm satisfied, then only I'll go to the next chapter. So if one is done, so we are going to go to the second chapter, so don't worry, it will take time and we'll finish it. And secondly is all studies will make you dull, so do some games also, spend a lot of time with your mom, dad and all your relatives who you're staying with, and do whatever you want after you do your studies. Enjoy life, have a wonderful weekend, stay home, stay safe, and take care of yourself, guys. See you soon on Tuesday. Bye bye, best of luck, see you guys.